Hey guys, this is Amit and you are watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between OnePlus Nord 2 5G versus Realme GT 5G. And we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, audio of the devices, features, communication chips and about the prices. In the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, Nord 2 have triple camera setup, 15 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 2 megapixel of macro camera. Whereas GT 5G comes with triple camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 2 megapixel of macro camera. So the winner here is Realme GT because it have 64 megapixel of wide camera which can take high resolution of photos. And about the front camera of the devices, Nord 2 have 32 megapixel of wide camera, whereas GT have 16 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have 32 megapixel of wide camera, which can take high resolution of photos. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Nord 2 have dual LED flash, HDR and panorama, whereas Realme GT have dual tone dual LED flash, HDR and panorama. So the winner here is Realme GT because it have dual tone dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices, Nord 2 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 240 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization, whereas Realme GT can record 4K video max at 60 fps and Full HD video max at 240 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is Realme GT because it can record 4K video max at 60 fps. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Nord 2 have Android 11 support, on the other side Realme GT have Android 11 support. So it's a tie. And about the user interface of the devices, Nord 2 have Oxygen OS, whereas Realme GT have Realme UI. So it's a tie because both of the user interface have different UI. So it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. Nord 2 is powered by Dimensity 1200 5G based on 6nm processor, whereas Realme GT is powered by Snapdragon 888 5G based on 5nm processor. So the winner here is Realme GT because it have much more faster processing speed, which gives you faster processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, Nord 2 is packed with Mali G77, whereas Realme GT is packed with Adreno 660. So again, the winner here is Realme GT because it have much more faster GPU, which can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. Nord 2 can clock at 3.0 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset, whereas Nord 2 can clock at 2.84 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have much more faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, Nord 2 have two option 8 and 12 GB, whereas Realme GT have two option 8 and 12 GB. So in this case, both of the devices have same RAM capacity, so it's a tie. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. Nord 2 comes with 128 and 256 GB of storage, whereas Realme GT have 128 and 256 GB of storage. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have same storage option. And about the external storage of the devices, Nord 2 did not have any card slot, but Realme GT did not have any. So it's a tie. Moving to the display features of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. Nord 2 have 6.43 inches of display, whereas Realme GT have 6.43 inches of display. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same screen size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, Nord 2 have approx 85.8%, whereas Realme GT have 85.9%. So again, it's a tie because both of the devices have approx the same ratio. Let's talk about the resolution of the devices. Nord 2 comes with Full HD Plus display. On the other side, Realme GT also have Full HD Plus display. So it's a tie. And about the display type of the devices, Nord 2 have Fluid AMOLED display having 90Hz of refresh rate with HDR10 Plus support, whereas Realme GT have Super AMOLED display having 120Hz of refresh rate. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have HDR10 Plus support, which gives you more darker black and vivid colors. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. Nord 2 have 8.3 mm of thickness, whereas Realme GT have 8.4 mm of thickness. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same thickness. Talking about the weight of the devices, Nord 2 have 189 grams of weight, whereas Realme GT have 186 grams of weight. So the winner here is Realme GT because it have lighter body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, Nord 2 have Gorilla Glass 5, whereas Realme GT have Gorilla Glass 5. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same generation of glass. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Nord 2 comes with glass back with plastic frame, whereas Realme GT have glass back with plastic frame. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Not to have under display fingerprint scanner, on the other side Realme GT have under display fingerprint scanner, so it's a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, not to have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas Realme GT have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, so it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices, not to have 4500 mAh of battery capacity, whereas Realme GT have 4500 mAh of battery capacity. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have same battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. Not to have 65 watts of fast charging, whereas Realme GT have 65 watts of fast charging. So it's a tie again because both of the devices have approximately the same charging speed. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Not to comes with stereo speakers, whereas Realme GT have stereo speakers too. So it's a tie. And about the headphone jack of the devices, Nord 2 did not have any 3.5mm or headphone jack, but Realme GT have. So the winner here is Realme GT. Moving to the communication chips in the devices. Starting with the WLAN of the devices, both the devices comes with Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. But Realme GT have 6th generation of Wi-Fi which provides more coverage area and more speed. So the winner here is Realme GT. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, not to have 5.2 generation of Bluetooth, but Realme GT have 5th generation of Bluetooth. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have newer generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. Nord 2 have dual band AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo, BDS and other chips, whereas Realme GT have AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS. So the winner here is Nord 2 because it have many chips. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, Nord 2 comes with 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support, whereas Realme GT have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support. So it's a tie. Moving to the price of the devices in the international market, Nord 2 is around $300 US, whereas Realme GT is available from $450 US. In the Indian market, Nord 2 have starting range from 28,000 rupees, whereas Realme GT is available from 32,500 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner here is Realme GT. In the performance, the winner here is Realme GT. In the display of the devices, the winner here is Nord 2. In the body segment, the winner here is Realme GT. In the features of the device, it's a tie. In the communication chips, the winner here is Realme GT. And about the prices, the winner here is Realme GT. So the decision is totally yours. Which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below. What do you think? Which device is better for you? So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what you thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.